like Christina complaining that you don't live in an amazing villa, distressed walls and all.
Yeah, I know.
Now
we
you
can
don't really
we can
complain.
do it. No, I don't
You never
complain.
complain.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever heard you complain that you don't live in a Tuscan villa.
No, I don't.
But if you are longing for
like
one,
to.
or at least the look of one, Paige Hemmis is here. She's got a wonderful technique that she's going to teach us how we can create that faux brick wall.
That's right.
That we can find in that villa that we long so much
Exactly.
for.
Yeah.
And there's so many different styles. There's that kind of Tuscan bohemian style, or no, the bohemian style is more like a loft.
Right.
Yeah.
Tuscan is more kind of like the cracked plaster, and that's what we went for here today. So
that was your inspiration behind this wall?
Yes.
Was Tuscan. Okay.
Tuscan, yes. I love that architecture. A lot of people were walking by say it also reminded them of Mexico and some places in Spain.
This reminds me of lofts in New York.
Yes.
Because I love it like that. Why are you
Do you need to
laughing?
have an art degree for something like
Yeah.
this?
Yes.
Anybody do that?
You have to have an art degree. You have to have a BS.
A BS,
And
yeah.
a bachelor's of science. No, it's really simple. Anyone can do it. You guys at home can do this. I don't want you to be scared. You can do an entire wall or do just little snippets with what I did here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you need to prep the whole wall first?
No, that's the greatest part about it. Whether it's in a bathroom or a bedroom, whether you've got high gloss or flat paint walls, you can do this at home and you don't have to prep the wall at all. Just start painting on it.
Well,
So I assume these are the materials that we're going to need. So what are they?
So paint, and you can kind of pick any color that you want to do. I really also like the gray and brown bricks, but I decided to go more of a traditional red brick for this. Pick out your favorite colors, and then you're kind of like making a recipe. Take a little of this, take a little of that, blend the colors until you get a nice red brick that you want. And then the other things you'll need are sea sponge. This is actually a little 3-inch by 7-inch brick template.
Oh,
so you can see it's very high class here.
Yeah.
I cut this out of cardstock. So really that's all you need.
Yeah.
And a willing heart. It does take a little while. Oh yes, and the spackle.
And spackle.
Thank you,
Okay.
yes.
And
All
spackle.
right.
Okay, so
How do we get started?
how do we get started on this? I know you taped something early this
I
morning.
did.
Okay,
I
so
came
let's
in
see it.
earlier and I'll show you guys. First, the tape, the painter's tape. Because I want the tape to look like the grout lines, I'm taking this, it was 3/4 of an inch, cut it in half, and then I'm just shaving off the outside so that when it does look like a grout line, it's not a good,
it's not
a good
perfectly
solid
straight.
line.
Yeah, then it gets too perfect.
Exactly. So you want it to be imperfect, and you basically take the brick, use it as a template all over the wall. See, at the corners is where I'm having the plaster actually break through and show the actual brick. And this is spackle. I just put a little on and I mixed it with paint. And it's pretty forgiving because you're kind of going for that distressed look.
Yeah.
You can mix however you want. It's not a accurate or detailed science.
What does the spackle do?
The spackle gives it a little texture.
Okay.
So you can use as much or as little as you want. You can get one of those 10-pound drywall muds.
Sure.
And mix it and make it really,
Because
really thick.
a brick would have texture too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
So
what we're
this
trying to
has a
simulate.
little texture.
What are you doing with the sponge here?
I took a little bit of gray and went over with the sponge, and then that also gives it that wonderful texture that brick would actually have. And I would suggest if you are doing a wall that you want to maybe turn back into something else, just use paint.
Yeah.
But if you like the commitment of the real brick, I say use lots and lots of spackle and have it just be really crunchy and wonderful because it'll give it that authentic
But
look.
you could sand back if you wanted to do
Yes.
something like this. You just
Yes.
have to have your.
Also good for mistakes. Have a sanding block nearby.
Right.
It's very, very forgiving, and I say don't be discouraged. It does take a while. You have to have patience, but it's so easy when you get it done.
When you look at this, do you do a certain section of the wall, the whole wall? What resonates? Can you do any part of it?
Yes, I've seen in lofts, it's very traditional to go floor to ceiling, left to right. On an accent wall, not all walls. And then for this, I just wanted a touch of Tuscan.
So if we wanted a professional to come in and do this, how much would it cost?
Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
What?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a while. It does take a while. But you can do this at home for
What does this cost us?
under $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do
I
you,
only
do you
spent
come
about
with
50.
it?
No.
Yeah.
Can we get you to come do it with
Price
us?
goes
Yeah.
up on that. But if Christine, if you would help me just pull this off, I've got no nails. I really need nails for this.
What is the dry time on something like this? Because I know you have that spackle in there and whatnot. Does that take a little bit longer to dry?
That does take longer, and if you're in California or an arid temperature where it's really dry outside, it can dry. I did this morning, and it's already dry.
Sure.
Back east or in the Midwest, where it's very humid, you can actually go a day or two with it not drying completely. So you want to make sure that it's completely dry before you move on to the next step.
Perfect.
Well, I noticed though that you put a little bit of black around it as well.
Yes.
The shading part, huh?
If you look up, right there, we have, for the bottom of the brick, you just think if you were looking outside and the sun was overhead, the bottom of the brick would have a little shadow. And I know, Mark, you know all about this from photos. And at the very top, I just added a lighter color. So this is a really good trick to kind of pull off that faux brick effect.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It does give it
just
that
a little
extra
more.
dimension that it needs, because without just looking at that, what you just peel off there, it seems a little flat to me. But now the others look so three-dimensional.
If this is the look you're going for, you could actually be done at this step. Then I kind of went back over here. I kind of dirtied up the wall. I muddied it a little because I really liked that old Tuscan world style. You can see, yeah.
Nice.